Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are doing a timeless reading for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, just take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and check out your other placements for the most accurate message. We're going to start with this oracle deck here, and I'm going to clarify these messages with the tarot. And then we will get into some crystal cards to see what crystals may benefit you at this time. And we'll close out with the shadow deck to see if there is any doubts and fears keeping you held back. We will see what we can do to create space for them so you're not self-sabotaging. Yeah, we love that. All right, let's get into it. We're going to see what was at the bottom of the deck first. I've got the little guidebook here to help us. All right, so we have Moth, represents messages from ancestors and spiritual guides, may refer to someone who is an air sign. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But yeah, it seems like Spirit is trying to get a hold of you, send you messages, signs. You could benefit from a tarot reading or a palm reading, an intuitive reader of some sort at this time. Pay attention to your dreams, synchronicities, things like that. Okay, I'm noticing lots of M's. So you may have an M in your name or someone around you. We've got Magnolia. This is harmony, success, and affirmation. I like that. Yeah, I feel like you guys are wanting something to come to fruition, and Spirit's letting you know, hey, it's going to come. Just believe. All right, we have Chamomile. This is work, finances, abundance, business matters, may refer to a person that you work with. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have a lot of success when it comes to your career, your finances. I mean, I feel like that's what you're meant for. You're all about stability and success. So we have Cicada here. This is death and rebirth, an ending and a resurfacing of new life, starting over. This may be referring to a relationship, career, or another path you have followed for quite some time. Okay, so you might be doing a career change here or doing some sort of shift in your life so that way you can go towards your abundance, your prosperity, what that means for you. And then we have winter, a time of death, dormancy, and hibernation. Eventually, spring will come with new opportunities. Okay, so I feel like this is definitely a big moment of you trying to think and plan and decide what kind of moves you want to make. I feel like you're setting yourself up this is the first step out of the next 10. You've got a big plan coming for the next few years, a 5-year plan, something like that. All right, well, let's see what's going on. Okay, we have Fig and Osmanthus. That is temptation, overabundance, overindulgence, and luxury. This may be a fire sign, so Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. We have Cinnamon. That makes me think of that one, what is it called? Radio by Lana Del Rey. Cinnamon, prosperity, inheritance, luck with love, or money. I mean, money is coming in for you right now. So this could be, maybe getting money hungry, or maybe you're really focused, grinding, and somebody's trying to distract you. But let's see. We also have Labyrinth. That is moving through something either physically or in your mind, travel, new ideas, transport, seeing a new place or perspective. Okay, yeah, I just feel like you're moving on to bigger and better things, especially if it means more security, more stability, more money, or something that's more in alignment with what your goals are in career and finances. Now, with Fig and Osmanthus, I don't want greed or materialistic things to be the motivating factor, but it might be. I mean, hey, somebody's got to be into it. You know what I mean? So let's get into the tarot and see what's really going on. All right, bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, you're doing pretty good for yourself, Taurus. Right, this is somebody who's successful, doing their own thing, very abundant. We have the Four of Swords, Four of Cups. Could be seeing a lot of fours, and we also have the Tower here. So it could be a situation where, maybe you're feeling really good, somewhere really comfortable, and then all of a sudden the rug gets pulled out from underneath you. This could be losing your job or some sort of financial setback, having to get a new car or having to do something on the house, something like that. But you're going to heal from it. Yeah, there's definitely something that's making you question your security and your stability. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so with Fig and Osmanthus, that is overabundance, overindulgence, temptation, potentially a fire sign. So let's see. Figonos Manthus for Taurus. Alrighty. You got the Hierophant. That's your card with the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and Temperance, the Nine of Wands, the Magician. Okay. So with Temperance and the Five of Cups, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius here. Yeah, I definitely feel like, yeah, there was some sort of temptation that happened here. And it led to some disappointment. Okay? This could have been, wanting to have your cake and eat it too, wanting to just make the most out of a situation. And see like this is temperance, kind of sounds like temptation. Like, I feel like it's almost like an energy of like somebody who like goes on dates with people and goes back to their place just to rob them, kind of thing, like something crazy like that. Like it just feels like you were really into somebody or into a situation and it ended up being like a trap or a trick, very specific. Okay. But we do have the Nine of Wands and the Magician. So, I mean, no matter what the situation was, you're going to recover from it. I definitely see you, like it's kind of like I'm hearing like you can't keep a player down. You know what I mean? Like you're going to bounce back from this and it's going to make you more focused on yourself, more particular. And I think that you're really going to use your resources to your advantage to like recover from whatever the situation is. Okay, but with the Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles, this is something that really had you thinking about your priorities. It's almost like you're like, how did I even get myself in this situation? Why am I slipping like that? Like, let me get myself together because that wasn't making sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like whatever happened, it could have been some sort of betrayal or just shock that came through. It's made you focused. Okay, focus on your money, your career, your purpose, whatever. So let's see about Temperance and Five of Cups. What happened here? And the Nine of Wands. What's going on there? All right, we have the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, there's a lot of people here, so this could have been like a group of people or just somebody, some people you thought you could trust that turned out it wasn't that. Yeah, I just see like I'm getting the energy of like, some shit went down, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep it moving and grooving. I'm gonna keep it cute and just, I'm not gonna compromise my truth and my morals and my values or try to get somebody back for something, but it is what it is. Like that's what it's giving. Like, yeah, it's just like you're like, you know what? Let me just keep focusing on myself because karma's gonna come back around for these people. So let me just mind my business. All right, so let's see about the Hierophant, the Magician, the Two of Pentacles. Tell me more about that. All right, we have the Page of Wands, the High Priestess. Yeah, so it's like now at this point, you're like, I'm not going to question my intuition anymore. I'm going to move forward, go towards these new things with more confidence. I'm going to bounce back from this. Like it's like you've got something to say and you're not letting anybody play you or sideline you anymore. That's what it feels like. Like, somebody or something went down to where you were kind of played. And let me fix this mic. And you're just not having that anymore. Like you're going to recover from this situation. It may have been a humbling experience, but you're like, you know what? Let me move on. Okay. So we got Cinnamon. So that's like good luck, prosperity, abundance, and inheritance possibly. So let's see about Cinnamon. All right, we have the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, the Ace of Swords with the Fool card and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so especially since this was like potentially a fire sign and now you have two fire signs here with the Ace of Swords. So I think that there's some sort of clarity coming out about like a couple or, you know, maybe business partner, somebody that, two people that you were around. Maybe they're really close friends or something. Like it's like they do this together. I don't know. These people are suspicious. Yeah. Like you're moving on from very toxic energies and you're protecting yourself and going towards your fulfillment and your happiness and peace. Okay? Because some sort of truth has been revealed about these people. And these could have been people that you worked with or just somebody that you maybe were doing business with, close with. Okay, because we have the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles. So I see you deciding to start a new job, invest in new things, start your own business, something like that, because something's been revealed. Tell me more about the King and the Queen of Wands. What's that energy about? We have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, it's like there's some sort of truth, some sort of clarity coming through here. Tell me more. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Five of Swords popped out here. Yeah, I feel like someone tried to convince you that, like, say this is like a work environment. They tried to say, like, oh, we're all family. Meanwhile, they're being selfish, stealing money, hiding money, not giving you raises, whatever. It's like these people presented the illusion that they wanted to grow with you, be a balanced community. And really, the whole time, they were like stepping on your back. Yeah, it's like you couldn't trust these people completely. All right, we have the Fool with the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more about that for Taurus. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Yeah, these people were shady and you couldn't trust them, so you had to go off and, you know, put your energy into your own thing. Yeah, it's like you had to get up on out of there. And these were people that try to act like they were your friend, but no way, Jose. All right, Labyrinth here. Moving through something physically in your mind, traveling, new ideas, transport, seeing a new place or perspective. So let's see what that's about. Tell me more about Labyrinth for Taurus. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles with the Chariot, and the Ten of Swords, excuse me. Cancer energy with the Chariot. I like what I see. This kind of makes me think, like, these remind me of each other. This kind of like circle, little middle thing, that is very similar. So that could be like a sign of some sort. I'll just kind of let you guys look at that. But yeah, I see you moving from, you know, just like not doing so well financially, not being able to trust, to really thriving on your own. It's like you were never going to see the success you wanted to see around these people because they weren't rooting for you. It's like whenever spirit waits to bless you until you end certain connections, because if you were to be blessed around these people, you would just be taken advantage of. So a huge upgrade is happening for you. And yeah, it was rooted in a horrible ending, a betrayal, a painful like realization happened here. But with the Chariot, you're taking the good, the bad, the ugly, and you're making lemonade out of it. Okay? You're moving on to bigger and better. You have the confidence to do so as well. Because it's almost like you had to lose trust in these people to gain that complete trust in yourself. Ooh, yes. See, look, Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles, the World card. Yeah, you're going towards happiness, abundance, victory, success. I love it. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there was a part of you that wasn't sure if you could, you know, kind of do this leveling up on your own, but it's absolutely meant for you. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords. King of Cups. Yeah. So this was a very painful situation, but at the end of the day, you were like, you know what? Let me keep it a P. Let me be cool, because I'm not going to let my emotions get the best of me. I'm not going to come back after these people. I'm just going to focus on myself. I see you for who you are, and let me move on. All right, tell us more about the Chariot. Okay, we have the Three of Wands, the Lovers. We also have the Three of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit. So this could have involved like some sort of breakup that happened, or this could have been, again, like sometimes when you work with people, when you're close with people, it's like their family. It's like, you love them. So I feel like you had to walk away from, there's someone that you felt really close to. All right, because this is you just kind of being on your own here, but again, it's leading to a lot of abundance for you. Tell me more about the Lovers, the Three of Wands. Yeah, with the Five of Wands, the Moon card, there was just a lot underneath the surface. I feel like a lot of jealousy, so you had to walk away from that situation. All right. People revealed themselves to you, and it really made you have to bet on yourself. That's kind of crazy. All right, well, let's get some crystal oracle cards so you can get some crystals that might help you through the situation. All right. Okay. All right, so we have Phantom Quartz, Embrace Change. Yeah, absolutely. Like this is a big shift that's happening. I think these were people that you really thought were going to, your ride or die, people you could always trust. And unfortunately, you can't take them with you. So, allow yourself to mourn whatever that is for you. Allow yourself to, just cleanse and accept the fact that, there's going to be some different people around you. All right, we have selenite, clear the clutter, absolutely. I would definitely carry this around with me, maybe in jewelry or just putting some in your pocket, just to protect your energy, keep the negative at bay, and just, keep yourself focused on yourself. And we have azurite, get laser focus. Absolutely. You've got a lot of abundant things coming your way. And now that you've cleared the obstacles and the delays, it's time to get focused on what really matters to you. And then we have Unakite, live in the now. Beautiful. Again, you're allowed to mourn and feel your feelings with this situation, but also recognize that this was a gift from the divine. You don't want this negativity surrounding you, especially as you become more successful. So just have appreciation for that awareness and, just move forward in a positive direction and just focus on the things that you can trust and focus on what makes you happy, knowing that there's no one secretly hating on you in the distance. All right. We are going to get a shadow message for you now, Taurus. We're just going to do one card and I'll read out the book. I think what really would need some help here is just embracing the fact that something didn't work out as you planned, and you're going to have to do something differently than what you thought. Like there's not going to be the people there that you thought. The people that you thought were supporting you are not. So let's just see how we can accept that and cope with that. One card, please. All right, we have discomfort. Ooh. All right, let's get into it. So we have discomfort here. Art is heart aflame. I sit with the wisdom of my discomfort and receive the deep medicine that it has to offer me. Beautiful, yeah. You're learning a lot about different people, your expectations, what you need out of friendships, and what you won't tolerate. And that's very uncomfortable, but it's very necessary. And it says, heart on fire, head swirling and emotions spiraling, burning up inside, letting it burn, holding with tender care, ease, support, gentleness, embracing the pain, watching without looking away, accepting, listening, medicine. When discomfort arises, how do we greet it? Are we willing to sit and let it speak, or do we rush to fix it or change it? How we are willing to be with our discomfort, listen to it, feel it, receive insights from it, all sets the tone for how do we embrace our wholeness, lives, and our wisdom. If life were always comfortable, we would lose out on valuable opportunities to change, grow, and explore ourselves. When we can embrace the little discomforts that come up in life, we develop a resilience to withstand the intensity of their pull. When we can hold discomfort as it is, we can prevent ourselves from getting lost in spirals of angst, doubt, chaos, fear, uncertainty, or shame. We are invited to lean in and approach it with curiosity and a steady heart of compassion. We can look at discomfort like a part of us who is asking for something to be different, who just wants to be heard. Notice the wide range of possibilities of discomfort: physical, emotional, mental, energetic, when being vulnerable, or when around a certain person, energy, or place. Consider a way to repattern the way you meet discomfort. Notice any tendencies to turn away, ignore, or fix certain layers of discomfort. Notice any feelings that arise when reading about discomfort. I mean, for me personally, I felt my stomach get tight and just kind of like, shoulders going up in the ears, just kind of like, ooh, like something's gonna pop out. But Spirit's acknowledging that you are going through a lot of changes, a lot of uncomfortable feelings and realizations are coming to the surface for you. So allow yourself to sit with it. Don't judge it. Don't push it away. Don't try to cover it. Sometimes people use substances to, just put that feeling at bay. There's no need to do that. Allow these feelings to come through, kind of hold yourself like this person's putting their arm around this other person. Make space for yourself, make space for your feelings, because there's a lot of wisdom that is in there and you deserve to learn. All right. That is your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, let me know with a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and share this reading with another Taurus. All of that helps the channel grow, and I'm always so grateful. And if you would like more content, I have all of my social media down below in the description box. I also have my website if you want to get a personal reading or an alchemy ceremony. That's where I help turn your pain into power. I also have an awesome newsletter you can sign up for. Great way to get exclusive content, rituals, discounts, all sorts of good stuff. So check it out if you'd like. But thank you so much for watching, Taurus. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'm proud of you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.